Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. And in this video, we are going to talk about Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox. They're having a baby. I am a big fan of Machine Gun Kelly. I hate to say it. I'm kind of embarrassed saying that. I do like Machine Gun Kelly. I think he's trying a bit hard sometimes, but I think there's a little bit of genuineness in there. I think he is genuinely, some of us are creepy freaks and we can't help it. And I think that he is one of those. What impresses me the most is that he's such a good dad to his daughter that he had with his previous partner. He does really seem to be a good dad, and she really does seem to adore him. The fruits of his labor absolutely are showing in that young lady. But now he is having a baby with Megan Fox. Who Megan Fox, she had a lot to say about Michael Bay. Got herself fired. She looks like a Kardashian these days, and I thought she was really cute once upon a time. So um, their relationship is a little bit too much Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton. And I just think she's very beautiful, but it's very contrived. So let's take a look and see what's going on with her kid. Um, to be sure, they did on Megan's Instagram, there's a picture of her covered in some kind of black latex paint and pregnant. It's not something one would expect from a pregnant woman. I'm sorry?
Not what you expect from one expecting.
It's not what you would expect from one expecting. So, to be sure, when I was pregnant with my daughter, I was neck deep in kennel life and training dogs. And I did go to my Uncle Dave's 50th birthday party. It was a biker party, and I had my belly sticking out, and I was in biker clothes. I'll find the picture and show it to you guys. It's actually really funny. But let's pull up the card view. As always, thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I am giving away 1 hour reading to all of my top tier members. And every month I'm giving away 1 hour reading to one of the members that comes into the live stream. And the tarot enthusiast level will get a half hour private reading with me. So trying to sweeten the pot for you guys becoming members and hanging out with me. So hopefully we'll all see you. As always, if you'd like your own magical reading and you can't wait for the next drawing or you don't want to become a member, there's a link in the description below. And you can attend my digital academy to learn how to read cards like me. So I'm bringing out the big guns in this reading. I have my Ellen Cannon read at the ready, and I also have the Mildred Payne creepy deck that I never like to use. So let's get to it. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And Gregopedia is here with
The
me.
big guns for machine guns.
Machine Gun Kelly, yes. What do you think of Machine Gun Kelly?
The singer or the gangster?
The singer, the contemporary guy.
Not much.
Not much. You don't like the song Bloody Valentine?
I don't know.
It's really cute. That's the video she was in that she left.
It's not that I don't think much of him because I don't like him. I literally don't know anything about him.
You don't know anything about him?
Nothing about him. Don't care to know anything about him.
He's quite willowy. In this one picture, he looks like a Ghostbuster. So his outfit is Ghostbuster. So we have the Ellen Cannon read out here. You guys know this is my most expensive deck in the building, but I thought just for some fun, this was sent to me by one of my viewers that has an Etsy shop. I will find that and put it in the link below. It is from Germany. It's super, super amazing quality, but this is kind of cool. You can take this on the road with you. I actually should have this deck in my purse just in case anything happens at home. Fire, flood, famine, that kind of thing. If anybody steals this deck from me, I'm going to hunt you down for the rest of your life. So, so let's see how the relationship's going. And we're going to do past, present, future right here. Past, present, future. This is highly encouraging. Do you know why? Because in the past, they were communing too much with the esoteric and the weirdness. They're not going to have time with that with an infant. Here, 10 of Wands in the Ellen Cannon Reed deck, it's really about establishing those secure grounds, having yourself fully rooted, knowing that the work is done, knowing that we're not doing anything else. This is setting up a home. And then over here, the future. I'm going to take it back. Maybe it's not as encouraging as I thought. Having the Strength in reverse is not having control over one's baser instincts or urges. So perhaps we're going to run into some situations here with a wandering eye. So let's roll that up. I just wanted to have that out for a minute. And let's talk about this baby. So I'm getting a March due date. I don't know why. I think I'm getting a March due date. She is quite thin, and in this latex or tar covered picture, she looks maybe 5 or 6 months. So that would bring us to what, Greg? That'd bring like February, maybe March. I don't know. She is rail thin. She probably weighs 105 pounds on a good day. So they did have some complications in their relationship not long ago. So I want to see if those complications have been taken care of. Seems like it's a very intense, volatile, emotional relationship. So Wheel of Fortune, dead cent in the middle, is, I think they really do kind of cycle on the excitement and then the makeup, breakup, get back together. I think they really do kind of thrive on that. There's a level of drama here that I think is pretty intense. I think he is more overt in his drama and intensity, and I think she is more reserved in her drama and her intensity. I think she's one to kind of fold her arms and stand back and kind of stare. I just wish she didn't look so much like a Kardashian now. I just really wish that. I don't think it's a good look. I think she was very cute before. She was very girl next door. Looked like a real person. Now she looks like everybody else in LA. Sorry. In the past, going back, keeping separate homes. This is that suitcase position I always tell you guys about. Keeping separate homes is a curious thing. Having an escape hatch, having some place to go where one can rest, recover, ruminate, those kinds of things. So this consideration up here, and to be sure, they were engaged and then they broke up for a little bit and then they got back together. So I think counseling is really the order of the day with this seeker up here. I do think that they need a seeker to guide them. I think they can spend all the live long day acting up, being goofy, being celebrities, being, fabulous and beautiful and thin and sparkly and tattoo covered and having blood dripping down from your eyes. Like they're into all kinds of crazy stuff. So I do think it's actually a picture of them. I hope it's on Halloween. Yes, it is. But there's something about Machine Gun Kelly being, crystal encrusted. I think that is pretty cool. There's some pictures of them you can see. But this is a reckless race to the future. Did they intend to get pregnant? I think so. I think this was intentional, but I think that the thinking behind it is a bit impulsive. Well, let's do that. I want to have half of you, half of me. I want to have that. I'm calling it now. I think it's a boy baby. I'm just calling it. So he is an excellent girl dad. This is securing the relationship a little bit more, which is always a little alarming that we're securing the relationship. There's that 10 of Wands again, 4 of Swords, and the Princess of Swords, and the 8 of Swords in reverse. So I think they are talking a great deal about this and about moving forward and leveling up in their lives, but I don't think they're quite at that point. we have this 10 of Wands here, which is moving into the next phase, a more complete phase, a more physical phase. Remember, the Wands are they're fire energy. So when we get through the Wands, we're moving into sword energy, the air energy, which is a bit more substantial. It doesn't flare up. Think that steel on the swords is going to be there. The wind is always blowing. The air is always around us. So I don't know. I mean, I'd really like to see some pentacles here, not for the sake of money, but for the sake of stability. Princess of Pentacles suggests that they are building stability, but not yet stable. The Fool in reverse, as always, is really a reckless energy. We want to make sure that we're doing this the right way. So what can we expect? Correction. What do they need to do to make this a success? What do they need to do? Princess of Pentacles, they need to build that foundation. Four of Pentacles, or Four of Wands, that is the home card. That's the chuppah. So it is the marriage card. So I don't know if this suggests that they need to get married. I think some kind of commitment. I think they've done like some kind of weird commitment ceremony where they like sucked each other's blood or something. But sorry about that. It really does make sense for them to have some kind of commitment. This may even be paperwork, even though Wands are kind of flamey and out there. Ace of Pentacles. This, I do think that they, even though I'm saying they need a commitment, I think they need separate quarters. I think they need separate places. I think they need some place to get away from each other. She's a bit more clingy than he is. He needs the escape hatch. He needs to be able to kind of run around and be a kid. Three of Cups, celebration. Nine of Wands, they need to insulate themselves. They need to insulate themselves from other elements that are going to come in and disrupt the energy of their equilibrium, justice. This is a time to grow up. And there we have that Prince of Pentacles. We are now further moving into the territory where we have solid family life. So I know it sounds weird that I'm saying separate quarters, but I do think that they need separate homes, separate places to be, separate places to be each other. Their speaking to each other is something that undoes them. They have to modify the way that they talk. Greg and I, one of our teenagers, has very aggressive tones when he answers, but it's just the way he speaks. He's not being disrespectful. He's just very enthusiastic. And it was like, wow, what do you mean? And Angus has always been like that. He's always been kind of a pop-off kind of guy. So modifying the way that they speak to each other, having a gentle approach, I think is really a good route to go. And I do think that Megan is a little bit quieter, and when she does speak, if it's a harsher tone, it wounds Machine Gun Kelly a bit more. He is the more sensitive of the two. So modifying the way that they speak to each other, making sure that they are gentle with each other. I feel bad. I'm looking at a real pretty picture of her from when she was in Transformers. I really think she was very, very beautiful. And now she looks like Kim Kardashian, and I don't think that that's that attractive. It's a look, but it's Kim Kardashian's look. Stop it. How's the baby gonna be? That baby boy. I'm calling it. It's baby boy. Oh, let's use the pendulum. Circle is a girl. Line is a boy. If she's 5 or 6 months, we should have fully formed gender at this point.
Gender's not determined at birth.
Stop it. Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox, are they having a boy or a girl? Having a boy
Oh, need a baby.
It circled and then it went to a line, guys. I'm telling you, it's a boy. Bob, it's a baby, have a boy. What?
Tell him Bobby had a baby, it's a boy.
Bob, we had a baby, it's a boy. That was a commercial for those of you that are outside the United States.
For long distance calling, when that was a thing.
Yes, long distance calling. So, we don't even get charged to call England anymore. It's wild. So, what do we need to do about baby? I think, and this isn't a shot, but I do think that we may have some issues. Possibly some issues with a placenta, but it looks like we're going to get through that and move forward. I do think we may go on a rest. Let's just call it a rest. Two of Swords. I think a period of rest for her is going to be important. It does look like we have some issue with a placenta here. I don't want to say, it's like detaching or something like that. I think, where it kind of covers the cervix, I think maybe we have an issue with that. It's like the placenta's kind of stuck in a weird place, but it's okay. Absolutely okay. We're gonna work through this. It gets scary for a minute maybe, but then doctors work on it. There's a lot of discussion. There's going to be a lot of kerfuffle here. Baby's going to be okay. Yes. Mother's in reverse. That's an early birth. Death is transformation. And 9 is protection. So, yeah, I do think they're going to have to hold this delivery back a little bit. Medically speaking, I think they're going to have to give her a little bit of help, which is fine. So let's bust out a little bit of this old gal. Alan Cannonbreed versus Mildred Pierce. Mildred Payne. All right, so what else about this baby machine gun baby machine gun? What are they going to call him?
SMG.
What?
SMG. Submachine
gun. Well done. Pitchfork. Pentacle. Tree brings in family. Book. Rat. Candle. It's a bright, shining star. So again, we got that snake, so we're going to have some kind of issue here, but this is going to be a bright, shining star. Machine Gun Kelly, or MGK, I think he wants to go by. This is going to encompass him because he is very childlike. I'm not saying he's childish, but he's very childlike, and he enjoys playing with kids and getting to know them on their level. Greg and I are both very somewhat immature. We are the same way, trying to connect with the kids on their level, which is sometimes challenging. It was easier when they were little, wasn't it, Greg? We were just watching like Wobots and Cars and things like that.
Well, Angus was easy. He was in a rush to grow up, so I just had to say all the inappropriate stuff and he'll make him laugh.
Yes.
Now it's like, ooh.
It's not funny. It's not really that funny. Now it's cringy, right? So MGK is very much of that sort. The pentacle, the tree, we are looking at legacy here. Bright, shining star. But learning through the process with the book. And I think he's going to find out a few things about himself and about the situation that he is in. The pitchfork. So that is connection with devilish things, tinkering around with it. So, are we getting weird? I think we're going to see black baby clothes, guys. I think, we're going to see like the the Rosemary's Baby kind of cradle and that kind of thing, which, okay, that's all right. You could do that. That's fun. But all in all, I think this is another budding Hollywood family that we're going to see. I'm not going to make any predictions on whether they're staying together or not. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And I will see you in the next one.